Can we find a new place for our house before it gets completely flooded? Well, like the like button, smash the smash button, and that is the greatest emergency we're facing today. Well, we brought liquid water to the game and we're moving towards lakes, and unfortunately, we built in the lake region. I have to imagine it goes at least far up as those rocks. So I think we need a new spot for our home, and I might be able to start building a home without even dismantling what we have here so far. Like, we can dismantle little by little. So what I'm thinking is that we're gonna have this little 4x4. Excuse me. This is not the price I was bargaining for. That's very pricey. All right. We're gonna think about it again, but the idea is that I want to build more or less up there. There was a very tall plateau. It was very flat. I think that works perfectly for our base. I might even build a couple beacons actually, so I can like easily track the places back and forth. And oh, we have all this stuff. We have all this stuff for us that we can put back here. Yeah, I guess this is a good spot for it. I might build um, a quick fruit producer for the bean seeds, and also we have found mushrooms, so somewhere along the lines we do need to plant those mushrooms that I haven't even looked at. So oh, you know what, we did plant the mushrooms time ago, so we're fine. But I want to build something for the bean seed, like just to see what the beans are like. So aluminum, iron, water bottle, pretty straightforward. Aluminum, iron, it's gotta be here. Okay, and a water bottle. Perfect. So let's build it. Let's see what it's like. It might be useful, I hope. Also, turns out that while there's a lot of iron around us, we can easily get some aluminum if we go into the aluminum fields, which are back that way. Also some iridium if we go to the iridium cave over here. So it might, let me see how much they consume. It might be a good idea. Because those are the kind of resources I would like. So let's see. Ore extractor, it's expensive. And we don't have a lot of you know what, let's do a quick run. Yeah, I think I have a good plan on me. I have a good plan in mind. So we got water. Let's get some food. Any more food here? No. All right, we're gonna get some resources with us, and we're gonna try build a new base back there. At least the basics. Get the basics going. Alright, we have this. I'm gonna just drink the water. Doesn't seem like a big deal. I think we have a lot of water. In fact, I'm gonna pick up one more. I'm gonna pick up one more food too, just in case. Just in case. We need the food. And how fast are you growing? 30 something percent. It's hard to read the backdrop. 34%. Alright. We're good. Let's go down there. And yeah, we're gonna get the resources on location. There's plenty of resources around that area, so that should be good. And while we're going, we might as well bring the stuff to mine the aluminum. Aluminum is one of the more useful resources that we need right now in this era. Like, yes, we've been finding a fair bit of it, but we always run out of it. All the good stuff needs aluminum, so let's give it a quick look. One last check. Last thing, we're gonna have aluminum, super alloy, titanium, and 2 of these. Damn. Aluminum, super alloy, titanium. Okay, don't see the titanium. We can definitely find that along the way. That's not the big deal. And what else? And osmium, right? All of the osmium. Ooh, it's actually an iridium rod. I didn't think of that. So let's make the iridium rod. I doubt there's. Oh yeah, you know, fine. We don't need to go that far. I think we have everything except for the titanium. Let me double check. 1 super alloy. I don't know why I feel like I'm illiterate sometimes. All right, and now we just need a piece of titanium and we can build this. So all right, this seems good. Let's go that way. Ooh, this is starting to get deep. Do I drown? I seem to be okay just walking at what seems like water, chest height water, but it's not feeling great. It really doesn't. So I'm a little bit concerned, but we can work with this. I think we can move everything on time. So one of the big points of research I've been looking at was that there's going to be some sort of vehicle bay. So I imagine there's going to be vehicles, and I have to imagine that the vehicles have some sort of storage, and that storage is it's what's going to help us essentially move the bulk of the stuff, because just doing trips back and forth seems like a not like a waste of time, but it just seems like a very heavy task. There's way too much to do basically. Oh, we saw a golden chest right around this area, so let's make sure we grab it. I think I just saw a peak of the golden. No, that was not it. Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. I love this little golden effigy. That's cute. All right, and the best part, deconstruct, you get a super alloy and aluminum. Fantastic. So I think in this biome, let's get a little bit further in the middle, but this is where we should be able to capture aluminum if we build our constructor. Like, these are all big aluminum pillars as I understand it. So the extractor. So let's see. Let's just get a quick confirmation. Perfect. You know what? That's fantastic. Now we have a renewable resource right here. This is osmium, right? I mean cobalt, right? Yeah. Oh, I hate how the field of view gets very small, very quick. I almost lose track. I wonder if super alloys can be mined over there, like with that kind of machine. But we might not be able to really see that right away, because we might not be able to verify for that kind of stuff right away, because there's also like higher tiers. So maybe it requires higher tier. I'm collecting a ton of iron and aluminum and silicon and titanium, because we're gonna start building our base up there. I forget exactly where we made our previous like quick one-stop base, but you know, we gotta hurry a little bit, because you know what? No, let's go over there for your oxygen, because I don't trust myself to really find it right away. So let's do a quick, one of these. It should not take too long. I think it's the safest way, because I don't trust myself. And in that cave we see right in front of us, that should give us iridium. So that'll be pretty cool. We have a resource for iridium, and that's the main stuff we find as limiting resources. Okay, anything here? Just food, which is cool. Water. Oh, this chip. I'm gonna carry it with me because I don't want to forget it. I always forget it. Uranium. Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's go that way towards the circle. So it should be right around there. And if anything, I think that little square we see is exactly our little thing. But first, ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm gonna pick up the building materials and leave everything else for some other day. We gotta build. I want to build a decently big base, right? That seems like a fun concept. So okay, this was definitely closer, but in the panic of the moment, since we were in the biome, it was I don't know, the biome makes it a little bit hard to see. Maybe it's just a color grading that I'm not used to, and all of a sudden I was panicking. I was like, we're not gonna see it. I don't see it. But yeah, no, not a big deal. It was right here all along. And the idea is to, oh, the explosive stuff. Yeah, I forgot about it. That's gonna be useful, I imagine, relatively soon ish. And eventually we're going to build a beacon on this thing, so we don't have to panic anymore. So yeah, this seems like a good base area. Let's do it. Let's get going with this. Please click. Perfect. Should I make it a little bit bigger? That's a possibility. Maybe I can make it like with this like little lights, or maybe I should just put windows. That seems like a good idea. Not enough for that. Okay, good to know. There aren't a lot of resources, which I don't super love about this area. But at the same time, we have a jetpack, which makes it easier to like get all this stuff. So maybe not a problem at all. Like, look at this. This is plenty. So what do we have? What do we need? We needed more iron. Definitely iron. don't see a ton of iron, surprisingly. That's like the most abundant resources on the planet. Hey, kind of shocking. Kinda. Not entirely unexpected, but maybe we can make it all one floor as well. That could be good. I'm just thinking out loud what could be a good build. What could be like some smart builds we can for us. Yeah. Like having the upper floor is kind of neat. How we do in our home base. But I don't know. It just, I kind of like the idea of being able to run around our base like no problem at all. So I might just like expand it and just make it somewhat sizable. That could be maybe a good option. How much do we have for this? It doesn't really say, I think. Wait, did I build all of them? I did build all of them. Okay. So a little bit more. Yes. And let's make it a 3x3. That should be all the space we really need for almost anything. So how much more? How many more materials? Okay. We have plenty of titanium, just basically 4 more iron. And that should be very doable. That's a titanium here, though. Yeah, shocking amount. I would not be surprised if we dropped the miner here, that we would get titanium. And the thing I thought about on the way back is that we were gonna stop by the section all the way back there and see for the cave that should have melted. It should have some of that osmium, the blue crystal. I might have said the wrong thing, but that could be a good thing to look for. I'm trying to pick up a little bit more iron than we need so we can build some storage and just have stuff to park our things. Park some aluminum. And let's look what we need for this one. Alright, we have... Oh, we should get inside. Yeah. We're so close to home, but we didn't even go inside. That's... Oh no, did I do something stupid? Am I gonna make it? Ooh, barely made it. Okay, not a concern. Never a doubt in my mind. Oh boy, that was scary. I almost messed that up badly. Because I imagine we would have spawned in our base back there. And that would have been a little bit tough. Alright, that's all good. Let's go in. Very nice, like the look. Maybe this gives it... Oh, we need water. Maybe having that bigger habitat gives it like a very open space on the inside. Doesn't give it pillars. Maybe that's what it does. But it is what it is. Biolab, we have all this stuff. We're just going to dismantle what we have home and build it back here eventually. So what was I thinking about doing? Why did I... Oh no, I just found these resources. I wasn't planning on building it. Okay, perfect. So let's start a quick storage thingy right here. I might put the... Oh, algae generation, which is something we do need. Alright. I think we're going to put materials like this. It might take less space. It should, eventually. So let's leave some of these materials here. That's fine. The beacon, I will build a beacon though, which gotta double check real quick what it takes. Titanium, silicon out. Okay, titanium, silicon, aluminum. Can it go on top of you? I bet you it could. Okay, good enough. And let's build a beacon. I wonder how noticeable it's gonna be. Like, I don't know how it works. Is there any way to like... Alright, I do like the color. Mesa base. I don't even know what a mesa is, if I'm being honest, but I do like it. Oh no, it didn't save. It did save. Alright, cool. Oh, it displays it up there. I don't know why. Alright. So, vehicle station. Okay, time to go back. Let's get a quick breath of fresh air. Maybe we're gonna build a door on the other side. Maybe some windows. Do I even have the cobalt for the windows? I do have plenty outside for sure. But I don't have enough iron for the stuff. You know what? We're going to do it later. We're going to do that stuff later. We're going to go down and try capture some of that blue, those blue stones that are so rare and precious. Alright, good stuff. I guess this is another spot where the iridium will drop at some point, since I see some of these. Yeah, look at this. Uranium, iridium. What are you? Titanium. Fascinating. Alright, so basically the game, I don't think any of the resources on the floor respawn, but it seems that the game has provided us with ways to really get more stuff. Does this lead anywhere? Come on, come on. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, it so does. This is so cool, and also it could kill me so bad because I will get lost. Alright, what's in here? I'm just gonna pick up the super alloy and I'm gonna go back. I do like how the Mesa base shows up now on the map. That's really good to me. I did not realize it would work that way. I'm glad it does. Could it be slightly annoying if we're seeing that all the time? Maybe a little bit, maybe. Hopefully not too bad. But alright, we're out here. There should be a little base that we built ourselves in this neighborhood. You know what? I'm gonna pick up and deconstruct this stuff. Pick up everything and deconstruct it. Yeah. Okay, can I open? Okay. It's so nice that food is no longer a concern. Water's not a concern. Well, different kind of water is a concern now, but different issue. We get to like eat and be safe and have oxygen, all the oxygen we need. It's just nice. Do I want to drop these materials here? Probably. They're good, but they're not that essential. Oh my god, I left the microchip back home. It's fine. It's fine because eventually we're going to start building stuff over there. We're going to start building stuff in a new base, and I guess we will learn over there. But oh, look at all these new materials. Yes. Oh my god, so good. Osmium and sulfur? Yes. Oh, this osmium is going to be really good because I wonder if I believe for osmium we might need a higher tier. That's at least what you guys suggested. But you never know. This might be the osmium cave. I don't know for sure. But it's good. Now we have more osmium, like a good amount. It should be able to carry us for some projects. Oh, sorry, the torch was making it hard to see. 15 whatever heat, 1000 pico heats. Oh, this is some good materials as well. Wow. All right, let's pick up everything then. Deconstruct it, so we don't leave it behind. Nope, definitely cannot sneak past like there. Sulfur. All right, I think we have all the osmium, and we might have cleared up all the sulfur as well. So not bad. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything else. All right, quite a good expedition here. Let's do a quick pit stop. And anything else I should grab with myself? No, I guess leaving the food is fine. It's fine. Oh, one thing I'm curious about is what does it take to build these? Yeah, I could build these at home. I could build these over there, and we start to get a little bit more of the food and water generation that's independent from what we have over there, over in our main base, which is growing more and more watery by the minute. So I'm gonna try hurry up a little bit. Also, we have the vehicle stuff. Yeah, I gotta check all that stuff as well. All right, this chest is lovely. It's always been here. Pick up some materials. Ooh, lots of water. All right, time for the jetpack to shine. Time for the jetpack to shine. All right, this is a good amount of water. It's starting to go deep. All right, I'm concerned. I am concerned. You know what? Let's see. Is the water visible from here? No, unfortunately it's not. Oh well. I was trying to get like the original, a picture like of the original spawn with the thingy, with the water. Yeah, this looks good. It doesn't look good. There's too much smoke from my jetpack. Okay, never mind. But we're back. We're back. What can I build over here? There is... Oh, the mushrooms. Right, that's what the mushrooms are used for. Forgot about it. Bioplastic nuggets, which I guess are going to be a form of construction. Algae, we should build some algae. Algae, whatever. How is it called? I don't see it. Here it is. Is this growing outside? Also needs an eggplant? Come on. Alright, I might need to make a little bit more stuff on the new base, just so we can have it. Also, I'm hoping that we have enough. Okay, I need a little bit more titanium, which I'm sure I don't have here. So let me grab a quick sliver of titanium so I can build the second beacon. Finding this base is never really a challenge, but I think it makes sense to have it just so we can, like, I don't know, if we're ever lost, it might help us triangulate our position. And I think you need 3 points of reference for a triangulation, so you know, we're trying. Alright, never mind. My inventory was full, so that's gonna be for another day. Vehicle station. Aluminum, superalloys, and iridium rods. That seems very good. Very doable. Alright, we also need better storage, because what we have here is just not adequate. But let's go for the iridium rod. I believe we can craft it quite easily. We have a couple more. Okay, should be enough. Yeah, we got exactly that. 1 superalloy, 2 aluminum. And the superalloy is here. Okay, perfect. Do I wanna future-proof the vehicle base by putting it somewhere where it's not gonna flood immediately? I kind of think so. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way. I will pick up all the water. We kind of it's a new sense of urgency that the game has placed on us. Now, for the first time ever, I kind of wish the game would slow down a little bit. It's really making it challenging on us, but that's okay. I will switch out one of these. Nope, just want to switch it out with the eggplant, because the eggplant's I forget which material needs it, but it seems relevant. Put the eggplant seeds, put the flowers, sure. Actually, we're gonna eat 2 eggplants, and I think we're gonna put, oh, the mushrooms. We need mushrooms growing. This is the mushroom. No, this is beans. All right, we have enough food that I think I'm gonna switch out the mushroom for a little bit. We can always put it back, so it's not the end of the world. Did I place an eggplant in here? Did I switch out the one place where I put an eggplant? My god. Unbelievable. But alright, we're good here. And you know what? Let's build it right here. It's on top of the valley. Let's build it here. It's as reasonably as close to home that it can be without being in the water. It's probably going to be one of the last things to flood, I imagine. So we should be okay for now. Oh no. We need more power. We need more power. Okay. How much power did you take? 63. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright. Let's go with the uranium. Big oopsie right there. Let's make a... Do we have a rod ready? Yes, we do. What do we need for one more of these? 2 water, 3 superalloys, which I might or may not have. Surprisingly, we don't. Wow. Alright. Oh, well. Alright. Let's get one of each material. Aluminum. This, this. I don't see any silicon. This is gonna be a pain. Cobalt, it's there already. Alright, so we need silicon and what is it called? Titanium. So just to build a new base. Okay. Just to build the vehicle thing, vehicle station. So right on. You know what? I'm gonna put that power. I'm gonna start building power plants up here. This seems like a somewhat good play for us, especially in the nuclear reactors. They can be up here. Yeah, this seems like a very perfect spot for them because there's not much going on. Right, I need to make the super alloy. Right. Let's try glide our way down. Alright, I'm getting the hang of this. That's nice. Why am I here? Okay, here, this one. And now we should have enough materials to build this. Perfect, yes. Can I push my way up? I don't think we can push our way up like that. Alright. Maybe with a tier 3 thruster, something like that. Maybe that comes later on. Also, I imagine like the distance that we have to the ground factors a little bit with how we're getting pushed up. It seems to be like easy to get a push up if you're close to the ground. Oh, come on, don't give me this. This is like lovely building terrain. All right. Can I like to pretend that I'm building it on a very stable surface. All right. Maybe up there. That seems good. This could actually be a good spot for the base. Like a tiny base up here. It could be nice. Close to where a lot of the meters have been landing, so maybe not, but alright. Good enough. Am I gonna take fall damage if I play things correctly? No. I think we're fine. Kinda fine. Good enough. Maybe, yeah, right here. Let's go. We don't have super alloys anymore. Right. Okay. We don't have anything? Alright. It might be worth a little expedition to the other place. The one over there. And I was trying to do a beacon. Why do I get so unfocused all the time? We're building stuff, we're getting ready for it, and then we just get completely unfocused. So I'm gonna collect some materials, specifically 2 of each, so we can try build those two more of that super alloy. Because I think it's just useful for us. It's really good. I think we have enough. Let's organize. 2 titanium is, we need a little bit more, and we do need some cobalt. Wait, was it cobalt? Yes. So 2 and we need a little bit more materials for the beacon, specifically aluminum and silicon. Titanium and silicon. I think it was titanium actually. Where's the silicon? I would like some silicon. Do you have any? Searching in the water is not ideal. We should not do that. Struggling for silicon. That's surprising. Maybe that's something. Okay, fine. We found it. Something to keep in mind for the future, I guess. That silicon just doesn't come that easy anymore. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong parts, and there's plenty of resources along the rest of the planet. But all right, beacon first. Home 1. Home 1. Yeah, that seems like a appropriate name, but different color. Give me a different color. Let's make it green. Paste color? No, just green. I don't want to paste anything. Just give me the green. Lovely. And now we know exactly where home 1 is. And we get to make 2 super alloys. Do we have enough to build a... Yeah, I think we do. If we're out of aluminum, I'm gonna cry. Okay, perfect. We're not gonna cry today. Perfect. Alright, give me something cool. Tell me that you can build me a very cool car. You can. You need a lot of materials. And zeolites. Equipment increase. Oh, that is nice. And we can afford it? It looks like it. What do you want? Okay, you can just like, that's an inventory system of sorts. Alright, so let's see how hard it is to make the rocket. 2 rocket engines. I forget exactly how we built the previous ones. But we built it early on, so super alloys. You know what? I don't think there's a way around it. We gotta go all the way out there. You're trying to do the Lord's work. I don't think it's gonna work for you, but we're gonna let it happen. Keep it going. Can I have some water? So we need just a ton of super alloys, so I'm just gonna go there and see how much we can find. It seems that we need at least a lot. I don't know. I don't have an exact number. I didn't think too hard. So this should be all getting covered by water, if my guess is correct. Which it could be wrong. Any uranium? You know what? I'll bring the uranium later on. It seems we're going to need a fair bit of that one as well. But let's go back here. Hopefully there's a quick entrance. Nothing easy, but this looks like a good entrance. Iron? Yeah. Alright, I think we're kind of getting to that spot. Aluminum. Okay, welcome. I wonder if we can get some super alloys from here. Maybe with a tier 2 miner instead of a tier 1. That's probably more likely. Alright. We got here. Can I deconstruct this? No. What about this one? Never mind. Alright. Nothing on the base level. Good to know. Well, aluminum for sure there's on the base level, so that's cool. Didn't know about that. Ah, that's really... The fact that there's nothing on the base level is kind of restricting the amount of, like, spawn spots up here. But hopefully there's going to be some more that we missed the first time around. Yeah, like right across. Alright. Any that I see... Yes, I see some over there. No. Don't make me fall like that. Oh, that was unnecessary on your part. Alright, but at least there's a couple. Even a couple of these saves us a ton of time, so I am glad for it. Let's see what else. Hopefully there's a lot more. Yeah, I see one right there. I'm gonna try to get there without jumping because I don't want to fall. Oh, this seems neat. That's nothing. Okay. Anything back here? Oh, yeah, one little nugget. One over there. Anything on this side? It doesn't seem like it. What's... That's more of the sand area. We can we might explore later, but right now we have other priorities. Let's not mess around. All right. Anything? Oh, 2 more. All right. Good thing we came back here. Super alloy. It looked very funny with its blue shade. Oh wow, there's way more. Way more. I'm so glad we're exploring this. I'm getting to the point where we're running out of oxygen, of all things. Okay, how much do we have? We have a fair bit. I would like start thinking about going home with considering the oxygen we have. Mesa? Oh, there's the ship. Okay, perfect. That way I know exactly where to get the oxygen, and we can probably do that right away, actually. Just a little bit. Alright, let's look how much stuff we picked up. Okay, we have space for 3 more, even more if we want to, but I think this should be plenty for now, and we can always do a trip later on. Let's go back to home 1, and let's start working on those engines. I might even stop a little bit by the miner that we planted in the aluminum field. See what's going on over there. See if it's giving us anything. I wonder how deep I went into it. Probably a little bit too deep for my own taste. I don't even see it from here. Do you guys see it? Oh, there it is. There it is. That little thing. That's gotta be it. You know what? I do like the fluorescent light. The red fluorescent. It makes it a lot easier to find. Let's see how much. Wow, that's a lot. Can I throw away some of the stuff? How do I... Is there a way to discard materials? You know what? Fine. We're not going to discard, but we're going to build like a big chest of stuff that we don't need. Can I build it on top? No. Can I build it on the bottom? No. Like nowhere, actually. Alright, fine. Let's go towards a normal chest. Also, no. Alright, you're gonna make me build a living compartment. Yes, you are. Good enough. The door, we need titanium, which I'm sure there's plenty in here. Let's go. Alright, game was being a little bit picky on that one, but I guess it's fine. We can work around it. So let's get all this stuff. And let's build, hopefully the big one. Yeah, we can build a big one. So let's place all the stuff that's like not a high tier material. And by high tier, I just mean aluminum and above. And you can all decide what that means. But I think we're all more or less on the same page. And I'm sure these are going to come in very handy when we start moving materials to the new base. So it's fine. Alright, perfect. Let's get going. Good to know that we should set up one of those home bases right next to those miners. It gives us like a little bit of a, I don't know. It's just good to know. I'm glad. I like to know it. I'll just tell you that. Anything important is getting covered in water yet? Aside from that tier 1 thingy, everything's still doing okay, but the reactors are next. So keeping that in mind, that's going to be a quick change quite soon. Alright, let's drop off some materials and let's look into the rocket thrusters. What do I need for the rocket thruster? Ooh. I focused on the super alloys a little bit too hard. Because it seems I haven't focused enough on the iridium. Okay. Fair enough. Valid. Damn, we don't have any iridium. Okay. We should build then another one of those miners for the iridium cave. So 2 osmium, a super alloy aluminum, and well, more iridium. That's not good. Okay, we have an iridium rod. Perfect. Okay, and 2 osmium. I'm pretty sure aluminum was there. Where are you? Super alloy and titanium. Okay. Super alloy and titanium is somewhere around here. Alright. We're going to pick up some titanium and silicon so we can build an iron. So we can build also a house when we get to the new place. You know what? In a way, it is nice that we're getting also new other materials from those excavators. So now I get to like, I don't have to place one specifically in the iron section. It's just gonna be there. All right, I think we need at least 2 more titanium. And maybe a little bit of iron just to make sure we have enough stuff to build a chest with. And I just double check before we get there. Okay, we have the stuff. All right, let's build in the cave. And on top of that, I think it might be smart to also do a little quick round of collection, just because we need that stuff. So you turn around, please. Thank you. What's going on here? Perfect. What was that sound? Oh, maybe water. So let's drink. We don't have water. Ooh, that's not great. Right, I spent my water to build the base. Okay, good thing that we leave a little bit of water almost everywhere, and I think we're guaranteed to find water in here. Yeah, good thing. There was one. There were 3 actually. So really good. I'm glad. Glad that we have our habits. They kind of come in and they helped us out. We probably had enough oxygen and or at least water thirst to make it all the way back, but you never know. All right, and the base, let's put it right in front, so we can kind of like pick it up and go back. Okay, I guess this way. And the door. And anything inside? No? Alright, so let's build a little chest. The big chest, actually. Anything else I should drop here? Realistically, no, it's fine. We're good. Let's collect all the iridium. There should be plenty for us to finally get going with our project. Maybe the uranium is a little bit... We're a little bit short on uranium, but we could easily go where those meteors have been landing and capture those. There should be like enough uranium out there. Aluminum, that's nice. We kind of don't have to stress about it anymore. Oh, still a rare piece of ice on this planet. Rare these days. Alright. Iridium. I think we're gonna just try to get a full chest. Full inventory. Hydration's low, so let's drink up. Food also is low. You know what? More space in their inventory. I see some there. Yeah, okay. Okay. We're kind of starting to run low on iridium in this cave. So, good thing that we learned quickly that, and by we I mean you guys told me that this is one of the spots to build. It would have just been a little bit annoying to not know what to do next. Like, I don't know, sometimes the advice, the backseating is very welcome and helps avoid a ton of frustration. Be like, what the hell do I do next? And just banging my head against the wall. Kinda like when I didn't know what to do with the backpacks. I was like, why the hell is this not working? Ooh, golden crate, yes. Maybe I shouldn't. It was not even a golden chest. Okay. That's upsetting. What's this, water? In this economy? My god. Alright, more of this. We should be reaching full inventory soon, and I think the solution is to go and drop off stuff over here. Because I need the iridium. Good thing that we have some good stuff over here. Like, I don't know, some materials. Those are like decent building materials. It turns out like we might have cleaned out the cave for good. I don't think we're gonna see much more iridium out here in the wild. We're just gonna have to rely on the miner. Maybe we should build a second one eventually. But, you know, osmium is still quite the rare resource. Oh, wow, this place opened up. I completely forgot about this being a thing. Oh. If this is not where we collect uranium, I don't know what is. Is our health hurting badly? It seems not. I guess not, but this is giving like uranium vibes. Sulfur? Maybe a sulfur cave? I don't see sulfur. I do see sulfur actually. So maybe this is where sulfur grows. We can like collect sulfur in here. I'll pick up these 3. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna pick up anything else. So yeah, this is like a sulfur cave area. Good to know. I'm gonna head back. We gotta get those vehicles going, and I think I have at least enough iridium. The uranium was also not bad. I think we only need a little bit each. Almost lost my exit as well, so keep that in mind for the future. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, you see like how we drop when we go off the little cliffs? So I have to imagine like the height from the ground affects how far up we can like thrust ourselves. Because we're like, I don't know, maybe we're given like a specific height from the ground we can like jump or float above, and that's how it works. Oh, that uranium. I might do a quick pick them both up and put them up there kind of thing. That might be a good idea. But let's get a vehicle first. Let's get a vehicle going. Alright, what do you need? Iridium rods. We can build 2. Perfect. Now we just need uranium and super alloys. Uranium. I'm just gonna pick up a ton. And super alloys. And we built 2. I think that's all we need, right? You need 2 rocket engine, 1 more silicon, fabric, and uranium. Okay. We can definitely swing that. Silicon, fabric, and uranium. Fabric. No silicon. We're gonna have to do a quick run for the silicon. I might deconstruct that and rebuild it somewhere else. It's starting to get a little bit deep. Like, look how deep it is. We're underwater. Yeah. Good thing that we can swim. That's cool. But yeah. Ooh, our first base that's going underwater. Let's build it up here. This should be a good spot for it. And silicon. Okay, quickly we found silicon. And oh man, I was hoping to postpone this until later, but we might just do our first trip of deconstructing and rebuilding thanks to our car. Man, the game is really forcing us to do this stuff quickly. So we might just do that. We might move stuff towards a new base. Alright, what can you do? Fantastic. Beautiful vehicle. You know what? One more piece of silicon does it. One more. Come on. You gotta be close. There's gotta be somebody here. One piece. There we go. And that looks like a capable buggy that should be able to drive us around even across this a more difficult terrain. So I'm kind of glad about that one. So let's get this modification. Here we go. Let's get in the vehicle. Okay. Alright, how do I get out? Alright, I know how to drive. Exit. Okay, exit. Cool. There's only one chest. Oh, this is a big chest though. Switch view. Doesn't really help. And how do I upgrade? Is it already upgraded? That's what's going on? Maybe I have to equip it. No. Maybe I have to put it here. That doesn't seem to be the case. What's going on? I don't want to drive. I want to... Oh, I can use a chair. I can just sit. That's cool. Oh, this should be fun in like multiplayer. Drive. Can I equip stuff with you? E. This. No. Do I just have it and that's how it works? You know what? I'm going to figure that out next episode. But first, you know what? We're gonna move our power real quick. How much space do I have in my inventory? A decent amount. Yep. No, I deconstructed the vehicle. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I was supposed to get on the vehicle and run into... Oh my god, I don't even have enough oxygen now. Please tell me I have oxygen somewhere. Okay, I still have a little bit of oxygen. Oh, and this somehow still works. Somehow. Don't know what just happened for that to work. It shouldn't be working because we destroyed all the energy. Yeah, that makes no sense. I don't even know what the hell I did. Damn it, I destroyed my vehicle. Okay, but let's go up here. Let's put this in a safe space. Oh, wow, this 300? Damn. Of course I'm considering. Do we have explosive powder somewhere, or can we make it easy? Alright, good enough. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. This did not hurt. Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's make the vehicle again. Cannot believe I fumbled that one. Yeah, I don't even have it. Okay, so build it again. Yeah. Cool. I guess that's how we do it. Oh, that's how we do it. That's not what I had in mind, if I'm being honest. Is there anything else that I can put? Zeolites, add lights, and a beacon. Sure. No, we need to grab silicon. We don't even have it. It's fine. I don't care that hard about it. All right, so let's grab all of this stuff. I think I'm gonna start moving, like make the first big trip. We're gonna move you. You know what? We do need water, but luckily I'm right here. Deconstruct and deconstruct. Perfect. Let's put basically everything in here. Alright, it takes quite a bit of space. That's good. Let's keep the water on us. And well, I should not keep the water on me actually, because that's needed for the building. But alright. I'm curious about the explosive. Sulfur and iridium. We could theoretically just very quickly move to a tier 3 power generation, but maybe some other moment. Let's deconstruct that one. You're fully grown. You're also fully grown. You're fully grown. That's cool. Let's put all of you down here, and I might bring these with me as well for the new base. Oh. So we start making we start moving water and food production to the new area. That's the plan, at least. How's the inventory looking? It's looking full. So I think we're gonna close out with making our first trip all the way home. Well, to the new home. We're gonna call Mesa Base. No, we cannot call it Mesa Base. It's gotta have a different name. Like Mesa Drive, Mesa something. It cannot be called just Mesa Base. That seems cold actually. I'm gonna have to change the name. If we have any suggestions, you're free to offer them. I will most likely consider them and change it based on what we decide, but I might change it into Mesa 2. Okay. Home 1, Mesa 2, something else 3. Like, that could be the naming scheme we go for. I kind of like it now that I think about it that way. But yeah, we're going to end the episode with conclusion of our last trip, setting up the food and water at Mesa 2. And it should be fun. Thank you for everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for making suggestions, giving advice. This is always very helpful and makes the experience also very fun and enjoyable. This game, one of my favorite games. I saw it when it came out and I didn't have a good enough PC to play it, and I was like, I would love to play that someday, and finally I'm here. I can do it. It's a lot of fun. Was that a little bit of lag spike? Damn. I guess we're moving too fast for the game. Maybe. Alright. And we're here. Yeah, no, this place is good. I like it. So let's start quickly by putting the food production in. I'm thinking this corner could be food production. So where are we? Food grower. Perfect. Food grower. Nope. Yeah, we're gonna be constructed. We're not gonna. We need things to be at least decently aligned with each other. I might build it here, actually. Perfect. And let's put the seeds in. Alright, you're giving beans, you're getting mushrooms, and you're getting eggplants. Good enough. Now let's go put the water production. Alright, should be enough for the water production. I think I'm gonna put him out here, I guess. Let's see, they don't stay here as I suspected. So I guess here is good enough. 1 and 2. Perfect. That's very lovely. So looks like we are moving forward. Correct the name. Mesa 2. We're moving forward with the game. We're starting to make the important changes. And yeah, should be a lot of fun. Hope you guys join me for next episode where we're gonna do a little bit more of the moving over part. But aside from that, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful night. Bye bye.